and prophecies 444. I am Gat, your host. We are in the midst of the Christmas 2019 holiday. I hope you're getting your readings. I told everybody to get the new moon reading. A lot of twin flames unions are happening. Twin flame unions are happening. A lot of stuff with your soul journey. There are a lot of portals opening up. We're under a solar eclipse this Christmas. Paul Bailey has been telling you a lot of stuff as far as prophecy is concerned with the moon, the new moon going on. This is definitely the time to be alert to your astrological purposes, why you're here. Getting ready for 2020. 2020 will be the 4. That's the big number in numerology. A lot of prophecies. Also, I believe her name is Carolyn Condolini. She's been giving a lot of great prophecies about the unions coming back together, but also the prophecies. She's the only card reader that's ever really dealt with prophecies that I've seen. Because I deal with astrology. I deal with the Archangel cards, and I know all about prophecy. So it was a shock to see her say that. So make sure you're awake. That's the main thing I can tell you, because you're either becoming one with true astrology. Bubblegum astrology is not going to make it. Like I keep telling you over and over again, bubblegum astrology is not going to make it. It will be wiped off the plates of the earth. And anybody down with bubblegum astrology, the same thing will happen to them. You have to go back to when, just like the ancestors did, just like the indigenous people did, they were led by above. It's as above, so below. That's a universal law. So you can't change above, which is your ego or what you want. You have to learn how to patiently wait on the universe and follow the signs that the universe gives you. Even when Messiah said he's coming back, he told you it will be signs. So you can't just make him come back. That's not how the universe works. And that's what John chapter 3 was also about. You had a man on earth trying to tell the representation of God how things should be. And he had to tell that man, I don't have to submit myself to you or your Sabbaths or your laws. I am the Sabbath. I am the Lord of the Sabbath. So it's always above, so below. As above, so below. I had to get that out the way first, because like I said, I still see a lot of people are continually to fight in their egos, continually to try to do it their way. And what happens when you disobey your parent? She's going to discipline you. The great mother is going to discipline you. So if you don't want to start off 2020 with the BS and the nonsense that you've been carrying for years, learn how to submit to the universe. Not that difficult at all. Just got to get past your ego, your selfishness, and all your emotions. Now, this client has a lot of concerns. First, I want to say to the client is we do have a video that will be coming to you. I'm just trying to time everything because I just know how the human mind works. So I'm trying to do all those questions you were asking. I wanted to get that out first before I do the twin video, before I send that. So this video, we're going to Archangel with a lot of questions. We'll be talking about it. Like I always say, take notes, because a lot of questions that this person asked was answered in the first video. But that's how I said when I started it. You get hit with so much information, and it's just human nature. What about me? Why am I? What about? So you're not really listening. That's why you got to slow it down a little bit. Take notes, because a lot of those questions were definitely answered in the first part. But I did go back over a lot of stuff the second time. There's a Twin Flames video, I believe, or compatibility video that you'll be receiving. But this one is an angel card where all those questions were asked. And then you'll get another video with the compatibility between you and your moms. And that'll be coming later on, because this was a lot of information. Now, Archangel card readings. Like I know how people think out here, and it's kind of sad. It really is. But nonetheless, it's how they think. There's nothing you can do about it. Bottom line, if you hear me talking now, that means you're online. So all you have to do is go to a search engine. I use Yahoo Search. When I pull these cards, I'm going to be telling you what the card is, the Archangel. So all you got to do right on the search engine. You'll get the Archangel's name. You'll get the name of the card. And it pulls right up. It's not that difficult. None of this stuff is that difficult. I try to keep it as simple and easy as possible. Because people tend to waste. Like in the scriptures, they say they strain the net, but gulp down the camel. They strain the net, but they gulp down the camel. And you see a lot of that foolishness out here with people because they don't want to listen, they don't want to learn, and they just want to keep on babbling and complaining. When anything else in life, you want that paycheck, you want to show up for work, you want to try to obey the rules. You show up on time, you try to obey the rules. I got a guy at my job that he was young though, but it was a white guy. It was kind of funny, and me and him, he's been there longer than me, but me and him are like the last of the rare breed. Almost everybody else that was with us is pretty much gone. At least the people that were on the floor with us. So it's still me and him, and we become pretty good friends because I remember the days when we weren't that much friends and stuff. And it's kind of funny he's still there because he was always getting in trouble. But my boss is nice. Another guy, the guy I almost had a fight with, he wanted to really fire that kid, or he wanted to send him home because the guy came in late one day, but the boss said let him come in. So we're thankful to God for the boss, and I'm thankful that, he's still there because it's kind of funny. Me and him have become friends where I remember when we weren't that friends and stuff, but now we're pretty much friends and stuff. So things are good. You gotta learn how to move forward. Move forward. And when you work with the universe, you'll get through it. None of this stuff is hard. The reason why it seems difficult is because people stay in their ego and they want to keep, they don't want to listen to the universe. The more you listen to the universe, the more this stuff becomes easy. The twin flame union will occur when the universe brings it and both parties are ready. It's not that difficult. But if you're going to sit there and cry and run all over YouTube looking for answers and stuff, you're making it difficult. Because the more you act like that, the more you're pushing that away. Just like if you're a boxer, you have to learn how to get in that ring and go the distance and all that. You can't get in the ring and the guy punches you and you're, yeah, he hit me. I didn't know it was going to be this hard. How are you going to be a boxer if you don't know how to take a hit? Like you gotta train. Work with the universe. Deal with experts such as myself. Deal with experts. Learn how to train and to be thankful. Like the Archangel cards always tell you to be thankful and grateful. And it's a beautiful day today. A beautiful warm day here in New Jersey for Christmas. They say, why aren't you celebrating? I am celebrating. Can't you hear it in my voice? Ho, ho, ho! Can't you hear it? I'm happy. I'm sitting here I'm laid back in this chair with my leg folded and my arms folded. I'm big smile on my face. It's a beautiful time. Beautiful time. I wasn't even going to tell you, but I was listening to Tony Bennett. The Christmas song. And the moment he said something about songbirds, the moment he said that, the bird outside started chirping. At the exact moment, did he sing about the love song? So that's more proof from the universe. I don't know if you guys have been listening to my latest videos, but more proof that this twin flame union is about to happen. Just believe and receive. So now, like I said, make sure we're listening, because I know we have a lot of people that'll still be going, what about this, what about that? You got to stop all that what about. If you're placed in order, especially an order like this is a large order, you're going to get a lot of information. You got to learn how to breathe and slow it down, because you're going to have a lot to take in, and you'll get a lot of understandings. And like I always tell people, once you get your reading and you really look it over, listen to it or whatever, if you have more questions, then place another order. Nothing is difficult. Nothing is difficult. But you're going to get a lot of information. And these are all angel cards. So you're going to get a lot of information from the angels. So it's not difficult. It's only difficult when you go, oh, what about that? But you don't want to study. You don't want to really listen. And the truth of the matter is, life is not easy. So once again, I want to dedicate this particular video to the guy I work with, the young guy I'm talking about, the young white guy. Because he came through everything. Because I remember they used to talk about him like when I first got there. I kind of changed that because they used to talk about people like crap, and all of us have headphones, so everybody hears it. So you hear these people talking trash, like these management. You hear them talking trash, and everybody in the whole store hears it. Like, man, don't be talking trash to me over, and everybody hears it. I had to get that shit straight. I'm not no 20-year, I'm not no 17-year-old kid, and nothing like that. I'm a grown ass man, and you're not gonna talk to me like you're talking to a freaking kid. In fact, you shouldn't talk to people like that anyway. So I think I kind of helped him, be there because they don't talk to him like they used to. And plus, he's doing good. Like he's becoming like a what I call like a certified employee now. He's really good. He does the floral wells. He does the cash registers well. He does a great job. So just gave him a chance, and you gotta expect a young kid to act young, you know. So that's what I'm telling you. It does get better. Learn how to do it the correct way. That's what you have to do. Learn how to do it the correct way. Listen to the universe when it's talking. Like I said, you're gonna get ready. You get ready to get hit with a lot of information in front of the archangels. Should be taking notes. You're also going to get hit with a lot of information from the video with you and the male, which is compatibility to 2 charts. That's a lot of information. So you got to get in the habit of taking information, learning how to breathe. And one thing we have to stop doing is always blaming our past lives and where we came out of. I know it's hard. I know it's tough. But remember, once you tap into the universe, you have universal power. These angels are here to help. You have a lot of power helping you travel through this matrix that we're in. And it's not easy. But when you focus on anything other than what I just said, this is what you're going to get. Oh, what about this? What about this? Oh, my heart. Oh, my heart. Oh, I'm broken. Oh, this happened. This happened. And if that's all you look for, that's all you're going to get. Whatever you're confessing, that's what you're going to receive. So you got to learn how to do it the correct way. You're about to get so much wonderful information from these loving angels. They changed my life from like 2014, whenever I got my first deck of angel cards. My whole life has changed because of angels. I literally see them as the family. Literally as the family. So you have to learn as above, so below. Do it the correct way and watch your life change for the better. And it will be better. Whether it's your long-lost twin flame that you're trying to reunite with or someone else. Whatever the universe brings at that time, you've got to learn to be thankful, trust in the universe, and move forward. So now, we're going to be getting this read, and I'll be asking a question, then I'll be getting the angel cards to get the answers for it. Alright, so again, and there's other things coming. She has other videos coming today as well. And that's why I want to try to keep the video at a certain length. Left so these videos can get uploaded faster. The longer they are, the longer they take to upload. So she has other videos that have to do with she has a lot of questions about coming 2020. Those will be answered here. I think she has another compatibility video coming. Plus she has it's like a twin flame. I call it compatible. I did it, but then I did another one where I just did a research data. So she's got a lot of different videos coming. So be on the lookout for all that information. Now, I asked the archangels for the time of birth of her mother. They did give me. When you do that, you have to look for patterns in the numbers or whatever. And you'll see me do something similar right now. I'm going to ask these questions. And then I shuffle the cards I use. I shuffle and put them back in the deck because we got a lot of questions we're about to ask. So we might end up reshuffling again. It just depends on how many cards answer the questions. But I have done readings where they were on point all the way to the end. Like it might have been a lot of questions, but if it was like 3 or 4 cards left, they were still on point. Like the questions were still on point. Because I thought once it started getting low on cards, the answer to the questions wouldn't be as effective. But in that particular time I was wrong. And sometimes if I think I got a lot more questions and I only got like maybe 3 or 4 or 5, 7 cards left, sometimes I just reshuffle a deck anyway. It just depends. So now we're going in. Now, one thing I'm letting you know right now, you have a lot of similarities. Like you and the man you're talking about, born the same month, have a similarity to the two partners you were talking about, the male and the female. Because you and that male, you were born towards the end of that month. He was born towards the beginning. Now, when you look at your two partners, the female and male, same thing. One was born towards the end of that month, and one was born towards the other. Now, yours is definitely Virgo because you're so close to Libra. So I checked it out. I went back in. I checked it out, double checked with everybody. But you are a certified Virgo. But like I said, I already did that on your. That's why I said your first reading on your chart gave a lot of information. So that's why I say it's just human nature. People rush through it. Even if they don't think they do, they just rush through it. It's not going to do you any good to rush through your natal chart because you get hit with so much information. You have to slow it down. Try to take it in. Try to understand your chart. And then when you ask any other questions, that'll be a next order. Same thing. But that's how you build on it. Otherwise, like I said, you might don't get it, you don't understand it, and you'll go back in, but you don't get it. And I know some people, they'll say they got it, but a lot of times they don't. But they just like it's like you might have two different people speak, and you just you resonate with the other person. Oh, I like their tone, or that, and you say, oh, I got it now. And it's not that you got it now; it's just that you like the tone or something. So it's a lot of some people do. It's not beneficial to them really learning. You know you're really learning when you do start to overcome challenges. Because like I said, that guy I work with, I watched him overcome. Because I remember, like I said, I remember when they used to talk to him like dirt. And I thought it was funny because I've worked many jobs. I'm older, but I've never worked too many jobs where I saw somebody talk to a white person like that. Ever. Like really. And I've been here for decades. I've never really seen that. And it was just funny because I should just sit there and laugh. Because I like, hey, that guy, is he black? Like the way they talk to this guy is like. So I would be cracking jokes. And you know, the guys that used to be there with us on the floor, they're all gone. They all left for, you know, whatever happened, quit or got fired. So the fact that me and him is still there and we're pretty good friends now. So my point is you can get through it. You just have to learn to get through it because it's just human nature. You know, like a guy like me, oh, you know, I don't like this, I don't like that. Sometimes you need to learn how to listen because we're not children. None of us are children anymore. We have to learn how to listen to take in instruction. And you should have learned that a long time ago, but we're in a world where everybody wants to be dumbed down. Everybody wants to be back in junior high school, even though they're like 40 and 50 and up. So you got to go back to when you do think, you do take notes, and you start to learn. Because that's how you'll get better. And I wouldn't do it this way if I didn't know it was the best way. Because I'm not out here trying to just milk people for their money. I'm trying to build people up so that they can have longevity again. You have to remember, not too long ago, people stayed married like a long time and stuff. You know, see somebody married for like 50 years or something. Now, people can't make it past 2 years. What happened? So something happened with the dumbing down process and, you know, people don't have any backbone. So we have to, you say you want love or want twin flame, but then you don't want to be what you need to be to make it last. So you got to stop talking out of both sides of your mouth. And when I say you, I'm talking to anybody who's listening. And you got to get back to the good old-fashioned times when you had a little bit of character and backbone. So now, I'm just going to say question number 2, that we're on point. Question number 1 was the time of birth. And like I said, that information is confidential. I am trying to put all this down on this Word document that I'll probably at some point email it over to the client who requested this. So we're going to look at your forecast right now for 2020. And believe me, I got all your questions. That's why I just sat here today and I put all your questions down for the most part. You know, based on an order and everything. All those questions. Because you had a lot of questions. But based on the order, this order and things, the healing center, all that, those questions and things like that. Any other question like deep stuff and other family issues, things like that, that would be a new order. But this is the long order. We got this. We got the double charts that's already done. We got this. We're working on with the Archangel cards. Gonna get all that done, and then we got about a couple of forecasts or something else. I got another video that'll be coming your way. So these are based on all the questions you were asking. Alrighty, so here we go. We're going to address the Archangel. Now, Archangel, we thank you very much for coming. And I did say a prayer. I always say a prayer. I invoke or invite the Archangels to come. But not just Archangels, Father God, Mother God, God the Son, God the Holy Ghost, and God the Holy Spirit. A lot of people think they're both the same, but if you really study Scripture, they're not. Now, dear Archangels, what positive things should she look out for in 2020? And don't think this is going to be the end of it. That's why I keep saying that so she doesn't jump ahead. Don't think that these 3 questions actually do your forecast. To be honest with you, I did a forecast for Virgo and Libra because you were kind of close. But then I double checked, and you're definitely Libra, but you're at the 28 degrees, which is kind of extreme. But I already talked about that in your first video. And so you're almost out of there. Your Virgo is almost out of the house. You're at 28 degrees. It would have been 29 degrees, and then you would have been in Libra. So I may read Libra just to read it, but then I may not. But you're definitely Virgo, just at the end of it. So we'll see. We'll see what happens when we get there. The Archangels, what positive things should she look out for in 2020? I'll be back with their answers. First card pulled is Raguel. Clairsentience. Notice your recurring physical and emotional feelings as they signify divine guidance. So again, your extrasensory perceptive gifts will be increasing in 2020. And I kind of said that in the beginning of this video. And to know more, you will look on your natal chart and your 9th house, which is ruled by Sagittarius, and anywhere where Sagittarius is on your chart, or Jupiter, because Jupiter rules Sagittarius. And that's Archangel Raguel. Name of the card is Clairsentience. Next card. Clairvoyance. See, you got a lot of psychic gifts that are going to be. This is what I said. This is what we need to be focusing on. See, people are focusing on why was I born this way, all this stuff about past life, why my dad, because I was abused, why my daddy beat me. You know, as long as you focus on that, that's not your power. And that's why I always tell people, look at Dr. Joyce Myers. She was beaten and raped by her own father repeatedly. And I think he even let the uncle rape her. So, look at her. The wounds are still there. Never going to heal from something like that, really. But look how powerful she is. She's got a worldwide ministry, one of the biggest mega churches now. So we're not saying it's okay and just forget about it, but we're also saying don't make crutches. You have to learn how to move through it. Everybody on this planet is going through something. So now this is Leo energy, and this is Raziel. You got Raguel, and you got Raziel. And he's saying, I am helping your spiritual sight to awaken fully so you can clearly see heavenly love. Because again, on earth, it's going to be hard to see love. Because a lot of times, your own parents, like the Messiah said in the Bible, your own enemies may be enemies of your household. You might not get along with your own people, but you have to move forward. And the more you tap back into your power, the less you'll cause division. Like, you won't make the wounds any bigger. You'll begin to help these wounds that we're all going through. And again, he's Leo. So your extrasensory perceptive gifts will be increasing for 2020. And they do say what positive things? Well, that's positive. So that's what they're encouraging you to do. Look out for that. And the next card is, I don't believe this. The next card is claircognizance. And this is Archangel Uriel. Now, the funny thing is, Sagittarius and Leo are fire signs. Now, Uriel is the planet Uranus. And even though that is an air sign for Aquarius, but Uriel is called the fire of God. So this is all fire. Now, also, you have a certain thing with Uranus, because I just saw it again. When I was doing some other stuff for you, Uranus came up again. So when I get to those forecasts, you may hear about Uranus again. So you might, because you keep talking about healing, so they're encouraging you, like I said, you can use those psychic gifts. Healing, and you can't go wrong. Just like I see a lot of yellowish gold on every one of these cards. That's prosperity. See, like I said, because I deal with a lot of people, and I do spiritual. I do the stars, astrology, the natal charts, astrology. I do the metaphysics. But one thing I've noticed, and even when I was, going to church all the time, humans love to talk, but they seldom walk the walk. They're happy with saying the right thing, but not necessarily living it or doing it. And they get mad at me because I call them on it. Because where I'm from, you can't be fake. I'm from a different generation where people will run up on you. If you tried any fake stuff, you got punched in your face. So I'm a different generation. When I hear to play games, like you can't say, oh, God is the most high. You can't say, oh, God is the most high. But then when it comes to trust in him, you take the easy way out. That's why it says, yea, though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I shall fear no evil. You gotta really put your money where your mouth is. You gotta really believe this stuff. And that's how you really get healing. That's how you overcome, because you're here for a reason, and it's not supposed to be easy. Now, this card that says claircognizance is blue. It says, pay attention to the thoughts and ideas that come to you as they are answered prayers. And blue is often associated with the blue ray, which I believe is a healing ray, if I'm not mistaken. But it's also associated with true. And Sagittarius is another sign that really looks for the truth. And Aquarius, ruled by Uranus, says, I know. Aquarius likes to take in knowledge, but not they have to really, but they don't have they don't want to do deep study. They don't really want to understand. They like to say catchphrase. They like to just say, like, I know, or they act like they know, but they don't really know. So always try to study to understand. Like I just got finished saying about the fake people. They're gonna act like they're with the universe and all that, but they're not. So try to really be with the universe. Trust the universe and these sources that the universe is sending to help you. And you see me using them all the time. You see me talking about them all the time. Let's go to the next question. The Archangels, what challenges should she look out for in 2020? All right, what challenges should she look out for in 2020? It says all is well. Jeremiah is Scorpio. Everything is happening correctly. Everything is happening exactly as it is supposed to. With hidden blessings, you will soon understand. And again, you see that yellow gold. Yellow gold. That's interesting. But remember, Scorpio is the psychics. And I told you about that when I did your first chart about the 8th house. Scorpio rules the 8th house. And I told you to read your paperwork on the 8th house. Because you have those psychic gifts. So you have the past life stuff, but you also have the psychic gifts. So that's why, even I said, you're going to hear me say it in your video with the 2 charts with you and your ex. Because too many people worry so much about, what about this, what about that, looking around. You need to be looking now what you're supposed to be doing. Because you'll be healing yourself. You're going to heal all these people. And the universe is going to be blessing you abundantly. But that card to pop out saying all is well, it's just letting you know. And that's like the I think so far I pulled 4 cards, and all 4 of them had that yellowish gold. That's prosperity. So that's why I said that's what we need to be looking for. Because some people, that's what I'm saying. Some people, there's money there, and they don't realize it. Say, oh, I don't know if I'll be able to make it. Because you're looking at the situation and you're not looking at the answer. And like I said, whenever we do these readings, it's so many people that have spiritual and the gifts, and they don't want to use it because they're so beat down by this world. And so even though they look out for astrology, when it comes time to really show and prove, they won't. They'll keep going back to a secular job and stuff like that. When some of these people will almost be making double that a year. Whatever they're making at their secular job, they could almost make that double with astrology or more. But they just don't put trust in it. Because they want to say the 5 senses. See, smell, taste, hear. And feel. They only go by the 5 senses. Next card, Samuel came out. Peace. Peace comes from remembering that only love is real. So challenge, make sure you have peace. And he's got the dove in his hands as well. Yet another card with that beautiful yellowish gold. And this time he has a different color in there too. Kind of like a pinkish color. Next card. Counselor. You are a natural counselor and many people benefit from your guidance and reassurance. So once again, they're telling you to continue with your counseling, healing system center, but they're also telling you to add the metaphysics. Add the metaphysics. All right. Dear Archangel, dear Archangels, what advisories would you give her? What advisories do you give her for 2020? 2 cards pulled. Creative writing. That's Archangel Gabriel. A lot of your cards got the orange and goldish colors. Creative writing. Make time to write down your thoughts in a journal or pen an article or a book. And that's why I say you see a lot of people on YouTube doing that. They're writing their experiences, whatever it is, past life stuff, whatever they had in this life, they're writing because all this is available on, if they have a YouTube channel or social media, wherever it is, but they're also writing. Plus, they got their own books. They're creating their own characters and stuff like that. Because I do feel we need more and more information on metaphysics, the astrology, and all that. Some people are writing children books now because it's a lot of money in writing children books as well. But if you write books on healing, whatever you choose, but he's encouraging you to have creative writing. And also, people know that you can also cause things to happen when you write it down. Because I have that. I have folders. I write stuff. I draw pictures, all kind of stuff. I put it all in that folder. And then, whatever my prayer is concerned, if I'm talking to the archangels or whoever, see those things come to fruition. And this is the first time Archangel Gabriel has shown up in this reading. And again, this is the forecast, but we have another forecast coming. So that's why I said don't hear it and say, oh, what about this? What about that? Because you're going to have other videos coming, but there's going to be another forecast coming. Probably not in this video, because I'm going to let this video go maybe 90 minutes at the most, and then I'm going to have to even make it probably be more than one part, because I don't want to go too far, because it's going to take too long to load. And I'm trying to get as much of this to you as I can. Now, the video about you and your mother, that'll come another day, because this is going to take all day just to do this. And like I said, you have other videos coming. So you'll see everything when it gets to you. Next card for this question, advisories, victory. This is Sandalphon. Sandalphon is Pisces. Service is the 12th house service and spiritual service. And remember, the moon used to rule Pisces. But the moon card, the moon tarot card with Pisces is about intuition, being intuitive, being kind of psychic. And with Pisces energy, you could be it's with the moon and Pisces, it's like motherly, and it's all knowing, like mother's intuition, even psychic. So they're letting you know you will be some type of motherly presence in the metaphysical realm, because that's what all this is, astrology and all this. And even if you're just in a healing center, you will probably be. So yeah, your power is always going to be. This is what you're seeing in your reading. They really want you to make it more metaphysical. Sandalphon, victory. Your prayers have been heard and answered. Have faith. So far they haven't given you any type of negativity to look out for. But we're getting ready to get into your partners, because I do have to say, when we did your natal chart, they already warned you to look out for betrayal. So I don't know what you're going to hear now, because now we're being a little bit more specific. But that was a warning that was being given. So because we have to always be aware, because people tend to just want to hear what they want to hear. That's why they run on all over the place. As long as they can find somebody that tells them, oh, love is coming, love is great, love. They don't want to hear nothing about no real stuff. They don't want to hear nothing about challenges and nothing like that. So these people are somewhat cowards, and you're not going to have anything in life if you're always running. Because what you're going to do, you're going to get somebody in a moment that's a little, you're going to cheat on that person. You're going to run away from that person. So that's a character structure when you see people just want the easy way out. This is also the first time Sandalphon has come up in your read. Now she more or less has about 3 partners, one who's her immediate partner, and then she has 2 partners as well. The one she asked me about, the one she told me about. So this is the first one. This is the one that's right there next to you. Dear Archangels, please tell me about the personality of her male healing partner. It's funny because I felt a strong Jophiel presence. That's Libra. And normally I would keep stuff like that to myself, but for some reason, because first two cards came, and then after I felt that presence, it's like the third card seemed like it wanted to come. So let's see what happens. Also, getting back to your two different situations where you have four people, one's at the beginning of a zodiac sign and one's at the other, but the two signs are Virgo and Aries. So I definitely think that's a message. These could be soul ties, soul families, because even this woman said that she feels like her ancestors or whoever is with her always in her DNA. But that's what the master teacher Bobby Hemmett said. He said the same thing. But this is some type of soul family thing, and there is a statement being made. And Aries is more about aggression and moving forward. And some people with the Aries energy could be disloyal or deceitful. But the Virgo is more about well, it's about healing, but it's also about service as well. So I do think they have some type of time frame. Just like I just recently understood the word bipolar. When somebody's bipolar, they're on two different poles, two different time frames. Because I forget exactly how when I know I did the North Pole, South Pole, and there was something else I did with PO, the word PO or whatever that's associated with time, but I forget what it was. But that's why. On one of the time frames, they might be a nice guy, you know, don't want no trouble. But on that other time, from that other pole, when you say bipolar, and that person, they want they want drama. They're gonna find drama no matter what's going on. All right. Yep. Well, here goes Virgo, because that card came out before. The Virgo card is Indigo. Indigo and Crystal children, you have a bond with children. In particular, you can help children who are sensitive. Now, remember, this card came directly after Gabriel showed, because Gabriel also has a card about taking care of children. And these are not always children, but they are adults who are sensitive children, indigo children, crystal children. So these people come here to planet Earth, and it's just something about when these people come to planet Earth. Some of these people are from different dimensions, and it's kind of funny how I talk about time, different time, and then this card pops up. So something goes wrong there, like because they're coming from somewhere else, and then when they're here, some of these people, even though they may have been higher vibrational in another location, but when they come here, they almost go to base. Some of them go really low to base. And even Libra represents the two polarities: male, female, right, wrong, yin, yang. So, since you're the Virgo, maybe that's what they're saying. This gentleman, because you these indigo crystal children and sensitive children, even if they're grown adults, they do want to help out, help the planet, help the people, and they do want to see people heal. And some people try to put an age limit on them. I don't like doing that because you understand. Outside of third dimensional, time is infinite. So for somebody to say, "Hey, listen, if they weren't born if they were born before this year, they can't be an indigo child or a crystal child." I just don't go with that. I really don't, because the universe is going to do what the universe wants to do, and you have to be very careful. Like Jesus said in John chapter 3, the wind or the spirit is going to do what it lists, what it wants to. So you can't tell the wind or the spirit, oh, you can't do that because in our holy writings, oh, you can only do it this way. But when the wind or the list shows up, it's going to do whatever it wants to, because it's not limited to our physical world. So we have to be careful trying to put a lid on everything. So that was Archangel Metatron, Virgo energy. Next card, Haniel, sensitivity. You are extra sensitive to energies and emotions right now. Honor yourself and your feelings. So Haniel, again, that's another moon card because she's the high priestess, and that's the most romantic card in the deck. So both of those cards are saying you're kind of here to help him, but it could become romantic. Even in the card, you see the two swans in the background. So this is like a twin flames card, and this is Haniel, sensitivity, and that card will come right up. Very beautiful card, and I think she's also telling you to really be in touch with nature and trees and gardening or whatever. Because it almost looks like she's in paradise, and she's playing music. So yeah, healing. Learn more about healing. You know, music healing, different frequencies heal. Because the frequency they got us on is to mess us up. Because before World War II, we weren't on this frequency they got us on now. That's why Jay-Z was always going 444. He's telling you what they did to us. We like the angelic frequency is like 444 hertz, whatever it is, 444 hertz or 444 killers. I don't remember. So the implication that y'all two are working together. And like I said, we are so much more than what we are. We have lived many lifetimes. That's why the people around us are here. We may think that it's new, but we've probably worked with those people before in previous lifetimes. That's why sometimes things are going really bad, and all of a sudden somebody will show up out of nowhere and help you or whatever. That's probably somebody that's helped them before in the past. Or you helped them before in the past, and now they're just showing up to help you. All right. Next card. Look at this. This is Raphael. Now remember, Haniel and Raphael and Archangel Michael, they correspond to every zodiac sign. They don't correspond to just one sign like the rest of the cards do. This is healthy lifestyle. Eat a healthful diet, get adequate sleep, and exercise regularly for optimal health. So you asked about health in the healing center. They're definitely telling you to stay heavy. And they got the colors. Once again, colors orange, gold, and that kind of color. It's more orangey. The other one was more pinkish, but that color still means prosperity. So they're again telling you you can't go, you can't lose. So they're definitely saying this will be a good connection. And like I said, whoever the betrayal is, we don't know or whatever's going on, but they definitely want they definitely warned you about betrayal and some type of partnerships and stuff like that. And sometimes that like I said, sometimes that can go the other way. It's not actually a betrayal. It's just a union or a better union. Alright, just give me a moment because I'm trying to get through all this stuff. Okay, so now we go down to the male and the female she has. Believe it's called within a helping circle. And I do ask those questions about these zodiac signs. So we'll see. Why it's almost the same sign, and why, one's in the beginning of it, one's in the end. Because I really believe one is showing a beginning of something, one is showing the end of a phase. And remember, when you're dealing with the divine feminine, the beginning would be the young girl stage, the baby, the young girl stage. The middle would be the teenage female or woman stage, and then the end would be the adult. All right. Dear Archangel, please tell us about the male in this helping circle. We'll be back. Also, Jophiel probably got my attention in the last question because Jophiel is partnerships, Libra's partnerships, could also be relationships, divine partnerships, twin flames, twin souls. And the reason why she didn't come out herself was she's probably got something else to say within this reading because we have a nice amount of questions. Like I learned that a long time ago. They're definitely in control, and they will check you when you're out of control. So I try to just play my position, and realize this is not about me; it's about them. All right. So please tell us about the male in this helping circle. Wow, NIL, and that's powerful. But see, even that's a little weird. See how she came for the other guy, and this guy. So only you know what's going on with that. You know what I'm saying? Only you know. But I know from experience with me, it's always like that. I'll be at a job or, something going on. I might be trying to avoid everybody because I don't want the drama. But, you'll have one female that, is pretty persistent. Or then there'll be another female. It's almost like you get caught up. Now, I'm not saying this is the case, but I just find that interesting how this is going on. And now she's got the 3 doves. Chamuel has 1 dove. She's got the 3. And this came right after Gabriel. Because remember, Gabriel really is a high priestess. A lot of people that are deep into esoteric information, they know for a fact. That's why even when you talk about Gabriel and Mother Mary in the birth of Jesus, it's a lot of metaphysical or esoteric teachers that teach something a little bit different. But really, if you have a high priestess, which is like the high priestess number 2 card, tarot card, there has to be a high priest as well. And a lot of people think it's a Taurus card, which is the Pope. But those of us that know the hidden things, it's also Gabriel. Give me 1 second. Sorry for the noise. So this is about knowing moon cycles. So they're telling you that for a reason. Gotta know the moon cycles. I'm gonna read the card. Notice how the moon affects your energy and manifestation, and capitalize upon these cycles. So I believe what that she's saying, you have some type of moon connection to this gentleman, but you also have I believe all 3 of you have a moon connection too. your primary partner. And you have to be careful with that because that can, you know, it could be dangerous. It could, maybe not, maybe, but it could be. So just gotta be careful. All right, just give me a moment. Like I said, I saw a video a long time ago where a guy had a female. They were having great sex or whatever, but then he wanted to turn her out. I guess his ego got the best of him, so he wanted to turn her out, and he thought it'd be cool to have his friend have sex with her or whatever. So she didn't want to do it, and he kept pushing it on her. So he made her start having sex with his friend or whatever. So at first he thought it was cool, but then he started getting jealous. And then, then she started liking it. So then them two were having sex all the time. And then he was pissed off. So you got to be careful when you get in any situation like this. You just have to be careful. Next card. Gabriel again. Woo! Notice how a strong Gabriel presence came. As soon as you said, what advisories do you give her for 2020? So he's secretly telling you something. So you got to get a Gabriel reading because Gabriel has his own card deck. I had that deck too. But we'll see what's going on with this. But he's secretly telling you something. See, the moon has a lot to do with secrets, but they just told you to learn those moon cycles and stuff like that. That's why I say when you really get into astrology the correct way, not just where's my twin? Why isn't my twin talking? And all this foolishness. When you get into astrology, you do get your answers. So she already told you about moon cycles. So the next card is, this is a leadership card where Gabriel is dropping his trumpet. Because Gabriel's trumpet is all about judgment day and judgment. So they're telling you leadership. It is time for you to assume your leadership power and position and lovingly guide others. So he's telling you don't be negative about it. Don't judge, but you have to be the leader. See, they work for you. So we don't know if this guy is edging up or whatever, but I'm telling you right now, that guy and the guy that is who you consider to be your partner, they have some type of connection, some type of moon connection going on with that. And even the Haniel's card has 3 doves. I'm assuming one is you, one is the other guy, and one is the other guy. So the name of the card is Haniel Moon Cycle. You could go right to a search engine, pull it right up. Haniel Moon Cycles. So even they're saying there's something going on with that. That's why I love what I do, because a lot of times people won't mention shit, but it'll still come out in the reading and whatever, and I'll be laughing. So it's you all got some type of moon connection going on. And next card. It's a Capricorn card. It's Azrael. It says comfort. I am helping you in your time of need, helping your heart to heal. So that's interesting how a card about helping your heart to heal, and comfort would show up under this gentleman. And again, it could be somebody with a secret let's just say ain't nothing going on. Let's just say ain't nothing going on. But it's showing you such secretly one of them or both of them got secret connections. But it's appearing that there's some type of secret stuff going on. So if it's not anything secret going on, then somebody's thinking about it. Dear Archangels, please tell us about the female in this healing circle. Yeah, so now I feel like I'm getting a better idea of what's going on. So yeah, so that betrayal may come just out of jealousy. Because I knew a Scorpio kept popping up. Even before, when I was shuffling the cards, Scorpio energy kept popping up out of the card. So that's a lot of jealousy and stuff like that. So you have to be real careful. And I think that guy, what is he? Let's look at his let's look at his. But it could be any one of y'all. It doesn't have to necessarily be one person. Yeah, well, Libra. He's a Libra. Your partner. Because I definitely felt that presence, like I said it. So, yeah. And that's why she did. When I asked number 5 about his personality, and I felt Libra before I picked up any card. So you would check to see if he where's his Scorpio and stuff like that. But it does seem like it's going to be some type of friction. And like I said, with humans, it's a lot of vanity. So and no matter how hard they try to move forward, humans always tend to get caught up in some BS that pulls them back. So you have to be careful for your own investment because your business may suffer for stuff like that. Because some people will go out of their way to flirt, and I'm not saying she's doing it, but some people will go out of their way to flirt and all that. But then they're gonna act like they wasn't. Oh no, I don't know what you're talking. I wasn't. No, I don't know. He must have, but he didn't. He's responding to whatever signals a person sending out. But that's just life, and unfortunately, many lives are wrecked because of it. All right. Now, please tell us about the female and its helping circle. Raguel comes up again. Sagittarius energy. He's holding in the scales. The card is totally, the angel itself is totally orange. Everything is how it needs to be right now. Look past the illusion and see underlying order. Next card. Jeremiah card, Scorpio life review. Take inventory of your life and resolve to change or heal anything that is unbalanced. See, now he said unbalanced, and then you got the scale with balance. So that's interesting. Next card, Remember who you are. You are a powerful, loving, and creative child of God. You are very loved. It is the first time Michael showed up, which is interesting. So let's see. I won't comment on number 8. For me, this would be number 8. It might not be your number 8, but it's mine. I'm not going to comment on her just yet. Let's ask this question. But I will be coming back to this number 8. The Archangels. Is the male in this helping circle a good fit for my client? Let's see. All right, 2 cards to answer the question. First card, Samuel, career transition. Taurus energy. Your life purpose is triggering a blessed career change. Well, we kind of see that we already showed there's some type of connection between her, this gentleman, and the other gentleman. It's kind of like her partner. All right, give me a moment. So this is your life purpose is triggering a blessed career change. Well, these people have been brought on. All right. Next card. Hello from heaven, Azrael. See, this is the one that's interesting. Your loved ones in heaven are doing fine. Let go of worries and feel their loving blessings. So again, this is why you look at people's natal chart to find out kind of what's going on with the card reading and what's on the natal chart. All right. All right. So you got some type of connection to this gentleman, but I believe you also got some type of connection to the other partner as well. But you have to be careful of jealousy and stuff like that, and it could be one of those things. And so, like I said, sometimes people like women tend to be sociable, and there is an issue with vanity, and there is an issue to want people attention. But that can lead to struggles and stuff like that as well, or people getting into it or whatever. All right, so here we go. Dear Archangels, is the female a good fit for my client in this circle? I'll be back with their answers. Okay, 3 cards pulled. Chakra cleaning. See, now that Virgo shows up again. Chakra clearing. Call upon me to clear and open your chakras using geometric shapes. But like I said, it's a lot of implications going on. Alright, so let's see the last time Metatron showed up. Metatron showed up when we asked about her partner, not the partner of the healing circle like these other 2 people, but her partner. Metatron pulled up. Metatron showed up. And that's also what Hanael, that moon came. All right. So there's an implication there. Like I said, secrets, because of the moon and everything, secrets, definitely proven affection. I heard Libra right where it came out, this relationship, whatever you want to call it. Because a lot of people, anytime you're doing something with anybody, you're relating, that's some type of relationship. When you're dealing with moon, you're dealing with secrets and things like that. Just gotta be, see the cards that came out. But it looks like it's just secret stuff, whether in the mind or actual, but it's definitely there. So that was Metatron. Here's the next card, and even his card is purple Metatron. So that's like if you think about purple, usually like a symbol for Babylon the Great, or something immoral, but secrets immoral, either purple or scarlet. All right. Next card. Uh-oh. Spread your wings. Aries card. Do not hold back right now. The timing is perfect and you are ready to soar. So see, now you're seeing the betrayal. Now you're seeing the betrayal. Now this card, when a woman pulls this card, when this card comes out for a woman that's asking me to do a card reading, and it's like a relationship issue, Aries is saying get out of there. Because I know women that have been brutally, like, barely beat up because the guy they was messing with. Now Aries is a warrior. She's the toughest warrior out of the whole deck. So when Ariel tells you to get out of a situation or run, it is what it is. I would never doubt Ariel. Not on this. I've seen it too many times. So now we found the betrayer. One person, the two males, just like that, just like a Hanael showed you. That's some type of soul. These three people have been past life, past life, past life. That's why they're talking about the moon. Now the female, she might have been with you guys too, but in this life, and I'm sure the deceit might have took place before, but in this life, definitely, it's not a good look. Because like I told you about Virgo and Aries, the beginning and the end. And this is what you're looking at right here, because remember, Metatron is Virgo. So this is some type of astrological soul connection between these four people, if not more. Next card. You know what to do. And this is Uriel again. Because I told you guys you got Uranus. They were warning you about Uranus. I just got to make sure it was for Virgo and not Libra. But we'll know that maybe not in this video. This video I'm going to try to keep it certain time frame. It might go past the 90, but I don't want to go too far because I definitely want this uploaded tonight. So he says, you know what to do, because Uriel is Uranus, planet Uranus, but that's things that happen out of nowhere. Uranus, Uriel. And it rules over Aquarius as the zodiac sign. It says, trust your inner knowledge and act upon it without delay. See, both of these are saying, both of them, act upon it without delay. Now look at this one. You're ready to soar. In other words, get out of there. So that woman ain't no good for you in this life. I'm just letting you know. And Uriel's like, you already knew that. Like, internally, you already knew that. But she's no good. She's the deceit. She's the betrayer that they told you to watch out for. And you still got to be careful, because them other two guys will probably be stuff going on with them and you. Whatever it is. Jealousy, or I don't know what it is. You'll know better than me. And this has a lot to do with planet Uranus as well. Now the forecast will be good because it's going to tell you a lot of things to look out for. All right. So we got the answer. We're going to thank Archangel Ariel because she brought it out. This is Aries. So it's definitely a deceit thing going on, especially with the female. But you have to be careful because even the male, it's possible something may go on between the male. But you got to understand it's going to be jealousy all the way. And even if it was a mutual three-way, sometimes those things turn bad. Because remember that Aries energy is definitely impetuous. And it could be just like Scorpio energy. Because Mars used to rule Scorpio. Now Mars rules Aries. See, when I do a natal chart, say I see a number, say I see the number 12, then right behind it is 21, or I see the number 13, and right behind it is 31. That's called an on and an off. So, in my opinion, that's kind of like what you have with these birthdays and stuff like that. It's an on and an off. And when you see the number 24 on your chart, that's the return. That's like the on and the off. Because what they say is a year ago you were here and you allowed this to happen and you did this and that and that. Let's see if you matured any. So now we're going to take you back to the same spot or a similar spot a year later, or however long it takes, and see how you act now. So that's what you got with these Aries and Virgos. And why in all four cases, it's the beginning of something and then the end of something. All right. And maybe before you've had a problem dealing with Aries energy, and they want you to get a grip on it. Because once again, if you're really the boss, then you shouldn't have to worry about anybody. And plus, Gabriel said, take the leadership, but just don't, judge people or make it difficult. Like I said, in my job, they really used to talk crazy and all that, be all in a thing, and I didn't play that. Like I would run up on them because I wasn't having nobody talking to me crazy. And a lot of stuff they were saying is true. Don't get me wrong, because I was new. I didn't really know. I didn't know what was going on. But some of the stuff they were saying was just out there, and I just don't play that talking trash, because that's what the problem is nowadays. Is just the people can get away with just making shit up, and they get away with it. They could be lying through their teeth, and they can get away with it. You could be telling the truth, and they don't believe it. I done seen that shit so many times it ain't funny. So I'm very very particular about somebody talking crazy. You ain't gonna be lying on me because I already know it's gonna go out into the universe, and then it's gonna take on its own energy and take on its own life form, and it's gonna be hard to overthrow. That's why you don't let it grow. As soon as you hear that stuff, nip it in the bud. All right, so we will leave these two questions. Dear Archangels, please tell us why her ex's birthday is the beginning of Virgo. Now, if anybody wants to argue, they may say, "Hey, well, it's not really the beginning of Virgo. It's to be," but they'll know what I mean. They will definitely know what I mean. It's still the beginning of the zodiac sign, and I try to be as confidential as possible. But it is towards the beginning. One is towards the end, and one is towards the beginning. And this is what we're going to find out. But they definitely know what's going on. All right, so I'm going to answer the question. I already answered the question. Now I'm going to get their answer. All right, here we go. Two cards were pulled to answer this question. Crystal clear intentions is Michael. Be clear about what you desire and focus upon it with unwavering faith. card. First time Jophiel has actually physically appeared. She says patience. Your dreams are blooming more rapidly than you realize. Still, they need nurturing and patience. So they didn't necessarily answer the question, but they are telling you that you have to be steadfast, not easily moved, but you also have to be patient and let the universe work it out. It's kind of like what I said earlier. Dear Archangels, please tell us if there is a reason why her birthday is at the end of Virgo. Okay, 2 cards were pulled. It's Brilliant Idea by Uriel, Uranus Energy. Yes, your idea is divinely guided. Please take action to bring your idea to fruition. So this is a highly prosperity card because of all the yellow and yellow gold in the card. So let me see what the second card says. Give me a moment. All right. Next card. Take back your power. Use your God-given power and intention to manifest blessings in your life. See the implication is you're allowing Uranus to jump in. Uranus type energy is coming out of nowhere, but they're telling you you have the power to fire. You have the power to fire. So they're telling you to stay in your element because you're letting an air sign act like it's really blowing hot air, but you're allowing yourself to be pushed or something, bullied, when actually you have the power. And the only running they're telling you to do in this video is running, get away from that woman, get rid of that woman, because they're definitely really against her. So the implication is, in my opinion, it's a form of alchemy. Alchemy is when you mix things up to try to get the desired result. But they did it so they would get a desired result from you over a certain period of time. Where originally you'll be somewhat inhibited and won't necessarily step up, but then later on you will be more ready to step up and defend your ground. All right. All right, now we got about 5 more questions we're going to ask. Now we're just going to ask the angels to give us some type of insight into her past life and some other areas that she mentioned. All right, here we go. See that female, if you leave her around, that is your betrayal, and I think she's gonna set you up. That's what I've been saying. And I just did a natal chart on somebody who had the capacity to go into a situation, and they did like all these are psychic gifts. It's like a spirit of division, but they're real good at it. Like they can get people to turn against you. Plus, not only do they have that gift of a spirit of division, but even sexually, because you could hypnotize somebody sexually. Anything, sexiness or whatever. So that's what she's got. She's got power, and it's gonna be detrimental to you if you don't do anything about her. Like I said, Ariel tends not to run from anything. When Ariel is telling you to run, that means you're going up against something that's like did the guy he beat her ass like he beat her ass horrible, and Ariel tried to warn, and and also it's all kind of stuff to good because I'm still going back to your first read, and you got a lot of possibilities from inheritances and things that you have a lot of possibilities, and people can try to figure out a way to take that off from you or whatever, get rid of you. It's a husband and wife that were no, a husband and his new wife were recently married and then arrested because the police realized that he got rid of his wife before that. So you have to be real careful with whatever you do, and you can work around people that are so ambitious that they're just waiting for you to slip up so that they can move in, and they have no qualm about getting rid of you if they think the only thing they worry about is not getting caught. And a lot of people like that think it's cool. Think it's cool. Oh, I got away with this. This used to be somebody else's company. Now it's mine. I killed the person, and then nobody will ever know. And it's not like their conscience bothers them in the least. So that's the vibe I'm getting. And like I said, for Ariel to come like that, that's enough for me to know. Because I'm still thinking about the first reading where they warned you about betrayal. Dear archangels, please advise on her previous life or life journeys. I'll be back with their answer. And another reason why Archangel Gabriel showed up, because he's telling you about paperwork and writings and stuff like that. Because again, that's what these people try to do. They try to steal your stuff you did. They try to claim it, or like I said, they just try to legally change stuff so that they become in control of it. However they do it. You say, well, I don't know how they would do that on my files a lot, but they can find a way inside your files and stuff like that. And plus, you gotta understand what I'm trying to tell you is that she has the gift of turning your people against you. So even some people you thought that were loyal at one point, they may not be loyal afterwards. So it's that serious. And again, you can always verify that information with a different psychic. Because I have a lot of people that have told me that. So they went to a psychic and asked about me, and the psychic was like, he's probably one of the best that do it. That's happened many times. And one time I had to tell a female the truth because she's a Libra, and she was obsessed with trying to get in a relationship. And so at that time, the universe was saying, you need to chill out. You're obsessed, and you need to, do stuff for yourself and stop worrying about somebody else all the time. So I actually told her that. Now, keep in mind, I'm losing money every time I do stuff like this. And then she told me, she said, because I didn't know how she was going to take it. And then she said to me, she said, I'm not mad. She said, I'm not mad because my psychic said the same thing you did. So it is what it is. And you just hope people listen so that they don't. Because that's what I say. This planet is filled up with people that always want to cry and tell you about every horrible thing they've been through. But then when it's time to take steps to change that, then they don't want to do shit. Just be out here whining. Like that's why the universe has people like me that's not going to back down and going to tell you the truth. Stop all that craziness and start coming up with, deal with experts such as myself, and start coming up with better plans to have a better life. It's not that hard. It's only hard if you want to make it hard. All right. First card up is prosperity. Look at this. But think about what you told me about your background and stuff like that. This is Ariel again. So yeah, a lot of stuff you're saying about your background and past lives. Because Ariel is a warrior. She's a female warrior. Like I said, she's the baddest archangel out of the 15. So this is prosperity. So you were royalty just like you said. And that person probably robbed you in a past life. The one we talking about now. Prosperity. Your material needs are provided as you follow your intuition and manifest your dreams into reality. And it's kind of funny that she would say like material needs or whatever. Because when I looked at this card, it made me think of Our Lady Mary of the Miraculous Meadow. Because I definitely had a miracle with her, where something that wouldn't go away for 10 years, as soon as I got connected with Our Lady, Mother Mary of the Miraculous Meadows, then that situation was gone. And I had dealt with that 10 or 11 years. And immediately, it was gone. So, in past life, you had a lot of prosperity, like you said. And then Ariel has on green because green is the healing color. So whatever that means. But it could mean a nationality color as well. It's green and orange. Alright. Next card. Wow. Spiritual understanding. So Raziel is the ancient one. So y'all had a lot of ancient wisdom. And that's again like what you told me. That's the final card that has a dove on it. In the deck. So you have all 3 cards in this reading that have doves on. Dove or doves. He's like the ancient one. He's the wise one. And he has spiritual understanding. I am helping you I am bringing you esoteric information and symbols and helping you understand spiritual truths. And both of these are fire signs. So it can also be telling you that you guys had spiritual understanding. You had hidden information, hidden symbols. Dear Archangels, please advise her on her current life journey. It's a card that just keeps looking at me, but it don't ever want to come. So it probably has a message. So if it doesn't come eventually, then I'm gonna still talk about it at the end because I've seen cards do that. And that's usually when it happens. It's usually a relative, but we'll see if it comes before that. All right. So please advise her on her current life journey. Is Gemini card, and I believe this is the first time as that Kyle card has come out. This is the twins. Gemini is the twins. It says compassion. Soften your heart with respect to the situation and all the people involved, including yourself. So you had Gabriel tell you don't be judgmental or hold grudges, and now you have Zach Kyle telling you, and that's the Gemini twin card. Next one. Gemini again. So he's going to give you clear audience. So Gemini is telling you that he's giving you clear audience regarding your twin flame stuff, your twin stuff, and your multitasking stuff, and your writing stuff, and your publishing stuff. So Kyle is offering his presence and his help. Kyle, Gemini energy, clear audience. And it says, notice the loving guidance you hear inside your mind from other people. Now remember, whenever you see something like that, that could even be a twin flame situation. When you see two cards like that. And compassion starts with C. Clear audience starts with C. So even that could be a hint. Dear Archangels, please advise her on her business concerns. Okay, that card I was talking about just came. It'll be the second one. Not the first one I put down, but it'll be the one after that, just so we don't forget. Yeah, so Ariel is telling you to get rid of that chick, otherwise you ain't gonna have no prosperity. That's how the card reading came. But yeah, Ariel is adamant that she's no good. And it goes back to your first reading that you ever did with me. They were warning you about being betrayed by partners, and it was also talking about that Aries aggression. So it's nothing. You know what I'm saying? We already went over all that. This is why you deal with experts. I'll never stop saying it. I don't care what people say. I don't know why people, but it's a planet too. Because I've been studying this stuff for over 50 years. It's sad. You're on a planet where people just naturally go to self-destructive way, whether it's drugs, alcohol, adultery, any form of immorality, you name it, they're gonna dive off that cliff, and they don't understand that cliff is deep, it's bottomless, and it's a price to pay, and it's an eternal damnation as well as an eternal torture, terror, you name it. But they still are obsessed with going off on that broad road to destruction. All right, here we go. First card. Wow, now there goes Joe Fiel. I think this is the first time she No, the second time Jophiel has shown up. Libra energy, but she is, because the 7th house, she rules the 7th house, and that is about business and partners and stuff like that. She says, clear your space, get rid of clutter, clear the energy around you, and use Feng Shui. And we already know she's kind of agreeing with Ariel, because this is business and stuff like that. She's talking about clear your space, get rid of clutter. So she's agreeing with Ariel, because this is partnerships. Even when people work for you, like I said, at the end of the day, the truth of the matter is, even some places even call you partners. They don't even call you associates. Some people do. Even like say you work in a retail store or whatever. Some of them might call you a partner. But they don't. They mean it in a lesser sense that you don't really have a big share in a company, but you are like a partner. And all Christianity says, "Oh, partner with us in our ministry," which means they just asking you for support, financial support. All right, this was the one I was looking around. Sandalphon, I believe. Okay, this is the second time Sandalphon has appeared. Gifts from God. Please advise her on her business concerns. Gifts from God. We angels bring you gifts from your Creator. Open your arms to receive. So he's saying the same thing I did. You got to focus on why you're here, because you're asking why you're here, and that was covered in your first video as well. So definitely go back to that, because we went over why you're here, true north node. We did all that. Got to slow it down, look at it. But basically, Sandalphon is telling you that you're here to serve. You're here for spiritual reasons. You're here to serve. So hopefully your healing center will bring this in. Metaphysics, healing. And they say open hands and receive, because that's how you know people ain't listening, because they continue to return right back to the same non-spiritual, non-metaphysical life that they were living before. And a lot of people, like I said, all they really want to know is, where's my twin? What about my twin? What about me? And if it doesn't happen anytime soon, they just give up and just do whatever because they're coming for the wrong reason. Next card. Nurture. Gabriel card again. As you nurture a child, you nurture your own inner child. Both activities are important for you right now. Now, the reason why they talk about nurturing and stuff like that, because a lot of your people you're associated with, maybe even your partners, they're going to be like indigo children, crystal children. The more metaphysical you go, the more you're going to see these people showing up. So Gabriel is saying, as you help these people, whether they're adults or younger, that you'll be blessed by the universe for doing so. All right, let's do this one. You got two left, but I want to do this one first, even though it originally was the last one. I want to do this one first. Dear Archangel, please advise her on the family she was born out of or into, however you like to say it. Just so you know, Pisces is also the twin flames angel. He comes to you in your dreams about twin flame matters, and he's ruled by Neptune, planet Neptune, or Pisces is ruled by Neptune. All right. Please advise her on the family she was born from. 2 cards pulled. First card. Is that Kyle again? Teaching and learning. Keep an open mind and learn new ideas. Then teach these ideas to others. And that's what I said earlier. So you're here for a reason. Because you can stay mad at people or family that hurt you. But as you progress and do what you're supposed to be doing, you'll be better, strong. You'll be more in a place and stronger to help them. Because really, on this planet, everybody needs help. Even if they act like they don't want it, don't need it. Everybody needs help because this is a really messed up planet. It's a low level, low bottom, whatever matrix. Next card, Samuel. So you have a lot of orange, gold, orange, yellow, gold. So you have a lot of prosperity going. That's how you know this person was royalty or whatever, even from a past life, because you just keep seeing it. Samuel, Taurus. Beloved one, I am helping you with your spiritual soulmate relationship. Thank you very much, Samuel. And that's what he does. He's a soulmate or the twin flame. He brings them together. And if you lose anything, Samuel will bring it back if you ask him to help you. So, Kyle is saying, help the family. And Samuel is saying, and I'm also going to help you with your soulmate situation. Or twin flame situation. So don't allow dysfunctional families to interfere with your twin flame situation. Alright, finally, dear Archangels, please advise her on her love relationship concerns. I'll be back with their answers. Alright, 2 cards were pulled that I asked anybody else, which I often ask, and then the 3rd card wanted to come. So you have to total of 3 to answer this question. Total of 3 cards to answer the question. Please advise her on her love relationship concern. First card, Angel Therapy. Give your cares and worries to us angels and allow us to take your burden. And that angel is, of course, Raphael, the healing angel. And that's another. He's another one color green. So if you need any type of healing, you can call on Archangel Raphael. Next card. Metatron says prioritize. Focus on your highest priority. I will help you get organized and motivated. And remember, this is all about Metatron Virgo energy because it's all about that female who's in Aries trying to get into connect with that other guy that's your partner or whoever she's trying to connect with, and she's trying to use that to take power. I guarantee if you would ever look at her natal chart, she has a strong Lilith on it. Guarantee she has a strong Lilith. All right. By him telling you to prioritize, and this is Virgo or Metatron, he's telling you how serious that is. And he's telling you he wants to help as well. Final card, again, he didn't come at first, but then I said anybody else and he came. This card is overcoming difficulties, Jeremiah. The worst is now behind you and you are surmounting a previous challenge. So, your relationships may get better. You get a lot of good advice, a clearer understanding. So it's up to you to put it all into action to make it work for you. All right. So we'll turn this into a video and go to the next video. So this is like video 2 for this particular client. Remember, I got a lot of discounts offered, offerings. You should definitely get your new moon. December 2019, last final week. It's gonna be like a change off for a lot of stuff. It's like you're walking into a new situation. Like it's almost like a portal. Like things are gonna change, and like if you're not really awake or whatever is going on with you, you may not even be able to understand certain things that are gonna change. So it's up to you, like I said, to deal with experts. It's up to you to make sure you're in true astrology and not bubblegum astrology. Because like I said, more and more people in the bubblegum astrology. I told you it's gonna start going pop, pop, like bubbles pop in your face, embarrassment, hardship, all kind of stuff. Because the universe is gonna start up. Remember, this is all whatever you put out, you get back. So the universe is gonna start sending that foolishness back to people who want to try to cheat. The real people that run this universe who want to cheat them because you're dealing with fake astrology. That's not real astrology. Let's get. God bless.